Carla, finally here. After years, it's finally here. It looks like there's a lot of people there already.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of excitement out here this morning, and a lot of people wondered whether we'd ever actually even see this day. Like you mentioned, there's been years of legal battles, but today it is officially opening in 1 hour now, the grand opening. And like you said, lots of people already here. Lots of activity out here this morning, people getting ready, serving coffee out here, because a lot of people got here really early to be the first people to experience Rochester's first Whole Foods. First person in line told me she got here around 8 o'clock last night, actually. But we're going to speak with one shopper who is super excited to be here this morning. This is Megan. She got here around 4 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Megan, why did you want to be one of the first shoppers in Whole Foods?
I've been really excited to see more competition come in the area, and seeing this store come into the area and watching it like blossom was really exciting. To be one of the first people to see how much work they put in. I really like supporting places that are supporting local businesses, and there's so many in Rochester, so I really wanted to be here and be one of the first people.
At 4:30 this morning you got here. You told me you actually took the day off work in preparation for this.
Yeah.
Why are you so excited about this?
I think it's really important that businesses still thrive in Rochester, and seeing something as big as Whole Foods come to Rochester is just showing that Rochester is a growing city, and seeing something like this not only brings in more local companies, it's also bringing in more jobs, so I'm really excited to support that.
Yeah, absolutely. And anything specific that you're hoping to find in the store this morning?
Really good fruit.
Do you usually grocery shop at 4:30 in the morning? I have to ask.
Not at all. This is the first.
And have you ever been into a Whole Foods before?
Yeah, I've been in around the Boston area, so I've had experience before, but I've never seen anything like this in Rochester, so I'm really excited to experience that.
And you were telling me before we did this interview that you're excited about all the local products in the Whole Foods. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you can actually see there's already a sign that says local things. I read that they're doing Village Bakery breads here too, which is a great place to have bread here. Sure. So it's really exciting because I love going to all those places, but having a grocery store that has them already is perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Megan. And if you want to be like Megan, the first 500 shoppers this morning will get a free gift and be the first to experience the store. There's several dozen people here right now, but not 500, so you still have a chance. Back to you, Sam.
And happening today, the Whole Foods in Brighton will open today after last-ditch attempts to stop that store from opening. A hearing was held late Tuesday night after Brighton Grassroots, one of the groups opposed to the project, filed a temporary restraining order. The group recently filed that appeal after a judge sided with developers in a lawsuit challenging the size of the plaza, with concerns the new store would take over a public access trail that runs behind that plaza. And for more on that grand opening, and the line is long, let's go live in Brighton to Carla Rogner. Carla, I'm seeing some beautiful flowers. There's people speaking behind you. It's a big day. What's the feeling? They're clapping for you now, Carla.
I think they are, Sam. You know, there's a lot of excitement out here this morning. We just stepped inside, but like you mentioned, there's a huge line of people outside waiting to get in the store. The first person in line told me she got here at 8 o'clock last night. She wants to be one of the first people to experience what you're seeing right now, the new Whole Foods in Brighton. What you're looking at right now is staff at Whole Foods here, community leaders, the developers, the Daniele family company, all celebrating this day that has been a long time coming for the community. Just before we spoke to the Brighton Town Supervisor, who says he is excited to see the store open and he's excited about the impact that it will have here in Brighton.
It's just fantastic. It has been a long time coming, and this new Whole Foods store is going to be a real shot in the arm for the Brighton community, but it brings so many benefits. This plaza will be generating hundreds of thousands of dollars of tax revenue for our schools, for the community. It's bringing jobs to Brighton and the greater Rochester area. So I just couldn't be more excited.
Thank you for everyone who supported that.
And again, this is people celebrating their breaking bread to celebrate the opening of this new store here in Brighton. The store opens in just half an hour now. Again, people still lining up outside. The first 500 shoppers here this afternoon or here this morning will get a free prize. And people are excited to be here and see the local products that the store has and everything here. Again, staff in here getting ready to open the doors in just a half an hour. The store will be open until 9 tonight. Activities and prizes throughout the day. If you want to stop by and check it out. And Sam, they have the oranges. You'll be happy to be here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I want you to rip that open in the next half hour, and I want you to eat that thing. I will pay for it. It is unbelievable. You're gonna love it. Thank you,
I've
Carla.
never tried one like this.
Oh, they're amazing. They're great. You gotta rip the top off like that. It's amazing. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. Thank you, Carla. Appreciate you, bud.
Live from the 13 WHAM News Studios, this is Good Day Rochester on Fox Rochester.
You are getting, well, after a years-long legal battle, Whole Foods in Brighton is now open as of 15 seconds ago. This is a live look at shoppers opening, the store opening, and shoppers going into the Whole Foods years-long legal battle. This is the day that Whole Foods is open in Brighton on Monroe Avenue. This all tried to be stopped after Brighton Grassroots, one of the groups opposed to the project, filed a temporary restraining order. The group recently filed an appeal after a judge sided with developers in a lawsuit challenging the size of the plaza. But as you can see today, they're back open, and everyone is pretty stoked about that. Good Wednesday morning. It's 7 o'clock on April 12th. Dan's off today, but I'm here. I'm Sam Carter. We will go to our very own Carla Rogner, who is live in Whole Foods right now for that grand opening in just a minute. But first, we're going to go to my guy, Marty Snyder, with a look at the weather.
And Sam, I've got some good news for you today. Beautiful weather coming up. Yeah, we're going to see that sunshine return and quite a bit of it. So again, just really nice news going into the afternoon. A little bit of cloud cover initially, but those clouds will open up quite well. So I think a lot of the day will feature quite a bit of sun. It's just the initial part of the day, the cloud cover is holding on pretty well. Mainly 50s for the short term, 67 at noon. We'll be in the mid 70s for highs today and could see temperatures go a little bit higher over the next couple afternoons. We'll look at that part of the forecast in just a little bit.
And thank you, Marty. 7:01. Let's get a look at your time saver traffic today. Everything in downtown looking good. Let's go over to the west side, Gates Center Drive over there. Everything looking good. A little bit of yellow in the inner loop, but nothing to be concerned about. Looks like 441 has a little bit of yellow out by the east side, but everything looking good on your morning commute. Let's take a look at the Van Bortle Subaru Mobile Weather Tracker. He is on Portland Ave right now, heading, I believe, toward downtown there, Marty? Looks like it.
Yeah.
We'll just say
I'd
toward
say so.
downtown. And everything looking beautiful for your morning commute today. But let's head over to Brighton as the long-awaited and controversial Whole Foods grocery store in Brighton now open. And this morning, we are getting a live look at that grand opening with Carla Rogner, who's there. Carla, it all seems, I never thought I'd say this about a grocery store opening. Pretty exciting there.
Sam, I've never seen this much excitement at a grocery store, and I've never seen people greeted at a grocery store like this before. The store opened just a minute ago. You saw those first customers coming through the door, but more people are coming in. There's high energy here this morning. Workers are greeting customers with applause. Offers of, so I saw someone offer some bread to customers. Customers are getting these really awesome Rochester bags too. Can we see the bags that you're getting? That they gave you?
Sure.
That's awesome. Was it worth it waiting in line for?
Absolutely.
What time did you guys get here?
6:30.
6:30. Awesome. Well, enjoy. Just before the store opened, I stepped outside and the line was all the way onto the grass by Monroe Avenue. People are still filing in, excited to be here. I'm seeing lots of people smiling, just happy to be here at the store. Like you mentioned, Sam, this has been a long time coming. The first 500 customers this morning are getting these bags and getting to be the first people to experience Rochester area's first Whole Foods. What's it like to be here this morning? You seem excited.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What are
Really
you looking
nice.
forward to?
I've never been to a Whole Foods store, so I'm looking forward to just seeing what's here.
Yeah, and you've already got some beautiful flowers.
Are
they giving you coupons? Is that what they...
Yeah, it's a scratch off. I won $5 off.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Nice.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
And again, people have not stopped filing into the store here. It just opened a few minutes ago. First 500 customers, which I definitely think there are 500 people in line, are going to get those free gift cards and free bags. And again, just so much excitement, Sam.
Yeah. Carla, I got to ask you, have you gotten a chance to kind of do a lap of the whole store yet?
You know, we haven't. We're hoping to do that soon. We've been kind of just in the produce section here, which is very colorful, very not a bad place to be. But we're hoping to kind of walk around the store and see what this Whole Foods has to offer. We're hearing lots of local products, lots of local breads, local brands that are going to be offered here. Right now, you know, we're just seeing some of this produce, but yeah, hopefully we'll get another chance to show you guys what this store has to offer.
I dig it, Carla. Really, really good job. Can't wait for what you have going on today. Thank you so much. And happening today, the Whole Foods store in Brighton is now open, even after a last-ditch attempt to stop that store from opening this morning. The hearing was held yesterday afternoon, after Brighton Grassroots, one of the groups opposed to the project, filed a temporary restraining order. The group recently filed an appeal after a judge sided with developers in a lawsuit challenging the size of the plaza with concerns the new store would take over a public access trail that runs behind the plaza. And for more on that grand opening, 13 Wham's Carla Rogner. She's there, and she is at a carb spot. Carla, I can't have carbs right now, Carla, but I hope that you are enjoying yourself.
Sam, that makes me so sad for you.
Absolutely.
This is one of my favorite sections of the grocery store. I gotta be honest. I love the bread section. But yeah, this has been an exciting morning here at Whole Foods. So many customers here this morning that woke up extra early to be here. Lots of people walking through the store. It's super busy right now. But right now we are in the bakery section with the store manager, Anita. Thank you for being here with us. What's this like this morning to finally be here for the grand opening?
It's amazing. It's a long time coming, and we're super excited. I couldn't believe how many people were waiting in line. I got here at 4:30, and about like 5 o'clock, there were already people in line. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So you can feel this energy, obviously. Yeah.
And
we're excited to be here.
A lot of customers that I've been talking to said they're excited to try Whole Foods because they've heard a lot about the local products that you guys offer. Tell me a little bit. I know this is one right here, Village Bakery, that people might be familiar with. What else, how are you partnering with the local community?
So I think one of the biggest highlights of this store opening, which we're really, really proud of, is, as you see, Village Bakery and Cafe. Can't skip it. It's amazing. Carbs. But we have at least like 20 vendors that are local, hyper-local to the Rochester area, and that's what we're really excited about bringing in, along with like about 100 items that are, again, hyper-local to the Rochester area and surrounding area. So I think that's what's really kind of the big draw. So you have a lot of options, and I'm seeing it already with customers. They're just thrilled to have all those opportunities and options to choose from. So we have like Boza, Joe Bean, Rubino's. We can keep going. And as you walk through the store, you'll see different local call-outs and shout-outs. And I think that's really what we wanted to do, is just build that partnership. It's a symbiotic relationship, and we're excited to be here. Team members are amazing. They're homegrown. It's 90% of them are from here. So yeah, that's what it is.
And I want to walk over to the cheese section now, another one of my favorite parts of the grocery store. Tell me what is special about the cheese section. I saw that you have some samples out for customers today that they seem to be enjoying.
Yeah, I think just take a look at it. First of all, the decor is amazing, but the products themselves are something like that truly speak for themselves. But I think I'm going to go with the classic Parmigiano Reggiano. We're known for it, and it's something that we blow out of all the time. So again, classic stuff, and if you're looking for something a little bit more refined, or you want to try some things, come in and see us. But there's not one thing that I would really highlight. I would say, though, the Parmesan is always going to be the thing.
It's a classic. It goes with everything.
You know it.
Another big part of Whole Foods, I understand, is the prepared food section, the kitchen over here. If we can start, I don't know if we can head over there with the crowds, but tell me about what kinds of things people can expect to see over, if we could point the camera over to this part of the store here, lots of food that people...
Yeah, so basically we can make our way there if you want. So there's a lot going on. So you have a couple of salad bars. We're going to have at least 15 soup wells, which is unheard of. I haven't seen that in any of our stores. That's amazing. Again, to have that hot, available food, salads, whatnot, lunch, dinner, all that you can see. And then just a couple of little, like, you know, deli area, whatnot. It's all kind of here for you. So whatever you're in the mood for, whenever you're in the mood for it, be it lunch, dinner, whatever, we're here. So you can see it. I think the food speaks for itself. And that's really it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Anita. I know there's much more. We just got to see a short section of the store here now. But again, this grand opening has been an exciting morning. Sam, I want to show you something that I was super excited to see here this morning.
What do we got?
You got to see this. Look at this. These are little croissants that you can buy and you can make them yourself. Look how good these look. And they have chocolate ones, vegan ones. I mean, there's something for everyone. Who doesn't love a good croissant?
Chocolat. Yes, please. Carla,
Yeah,
really
lots
well
going
done
on
this
here.
morning.
Exciting
Do not
morning.
come back empty-handed. We will be very upset with you. You know what? If you're going to come back empty-handed, don't even bother.
Yeah, it's a good
Thank
point.
you, Carla. Appreciate
I'll try to
you.
find some good stuff.
I love it. Find out when temperatures will be near 80. Marty has a look at weather after every break. Yes. Now, the Whole Foods store in Brighton is now open after a last-ditch attempt to stop the store from opening. A hearing was held late yesterday afternoon after Brighton Grassroots, that's one of the groups opposed to the project, filed a temporary restraining order. The group recently filed an appeal after a judge sided with the developers of the Whole Foods project in a lawsuit challenging the size of that plaza, with concerns that the new store would overtake a public access trail that runs behind the plaza. And for more on the grand opening, live in Brighton is our friend Carla Rogner. Carla, how are you adjusting to mornings? And I'm glad to see you get to go to the grocery store at the very least in mornings.
Sam, I'm excited to be here, no matter how early it is. But yeah, it's been an exciting morning here at Whole Foods. So many new products that we're seeing here. And a big thing that a lot of customers have been saying they're excited about is seeing all the local products here. And now we're joined by John. And John, it's your job to find the local products and find the local partnerships and bring them to the store. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm the senior local forager for the Northeast region. My job is actually finding the products locally made, locally based, and bringing them into our stores. So for Rochester, we have a ton of great new products coming in here. We have the Stony Brook Pepitas. We have Nat's Nuts right out of Fairport. Delicious products. We have our brand new cheese curds that are organic, fair trade, or organic A2 grass-fed cheese curds. Super excited, from Family Farmstead Dairy, which also does milk for us. So the fun part of my job is being able to actually bring all these folks together and see the customers get excited about buying them.
Any idea how many local businesses and local products you guys are selling here?
Out of Rochester alone, for this opening, we've sourced about 20 new brands, over 100 new items, including Village Bakery, Rubino's Market, Bozza Pasta, Headwater Origins, frozen veg. We've got a lot of great produce here from Leap, Agbotic, and so we out of Central and Western New York, we probably have 500 to 1,000 items, probably about 100 brands.
Awesome, and I like how everything is labeled when it's local. It has this sign on it that says local. I liked this brand that you were showing me here. I mean, who doesn't love local coffee? Tell me a little bit about this one.
Oh yeah, so Bold and Gritty is a really cool company out of Rochester, and they have direct trade relationships with their coffee suppliers. These beautiful labels. They're actually featuring different people of color. Talking about what they're doing in the community. So really a strong community focus, which is one of the really cool things about local, is people can really can connect with their community and understand what food entrepreneurs are doing in their community. And another great thing about supporting local at Whole Foods Market. Yeah,
absolutely. And there's another stand over here that you were pointing out earlier. Tell me a little bit about this flour that you have here.
Yeah, so Farmer Ground Flour is out of the Finger Lakes, and they basically source their grain and mill the grain in New York State. So a really super cool way of not just supporting New York State agriculture, but also New York State production, and just a really excellent flour, and so many different great varieties. I mean, they have rye, spelt, They have your all-purpose flour, so it's a great commodity item. But you're supporting New York agriculture and you know trying to keep the money in New York State.
And you have some of these brands spotlighted here in the beginning of the store, right where you walk in. But I noticed too, there's other local brands just kind of scattered throughout the store. So you might find even more than you might pick up a brand not even knowing it's Rochester.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like an Easter egg hunt. We have Marty's barbecue sauce in our meat section. We have Heidelberg bread out of Herkimer. In the back, in the front we have the bozza pasta. In the frozen, we have the bozza pasta and the pierogi guy. If you've been to the Rochester Public Market, you'll know the pierogi guy is a really delicious line of pierogies, frozen pierogies. So if you come to the store, everywhere you turn, every angle you look at, you're going to find something local.
Awesome. Well, thanks, John. It's really cool to see so many products here that we recognize from the public market, like you mentioned, and other places around the city. Sam?
Carla, really, really quickly, have you found anything local that you're like, I got to try this?
I mean, I was intrigued by the local coffee. I think I always love to try a new coffee brand, but I don't know. It's overwhelming how many new products I'm seeing here and how many cool things that I want to try. I think it would be dangerous if I came in here with a grocery cart. Let's just say that.
I love it. Thank you, Carla. Great work today. We'll see you one more time. And now, that store is now open. Just a bit over an hour and a half ago, Carla Rogner, she's live in Brighton with more. Carla, a beehive of activity making delicious grocery honey. What's going on there right now, Carla? Talk to me.
Yeah, Sam, there's a lot going on here. I've never seen people so excited to be doing their grocery shopping. Lots of people filing in all morning. Definitely, we hit that first 500 a long time ago. You can see lots of samples, too, that people are excited about this morning in the butcher section here. And then we have something interesting, too, that I'd like to point out on the other side, the veggie butcher, which is something I've never seen before, which is kind of cool. You can take vegetables there, and you can pick how you want them to get chopped. And I also want to introduce now Danny Danielli. You're one of the developers for this whole project, and this has been a long time coming for you and your family. You know, tell me what it's like to be here today and see all these people here excited to be in Whole Foods.
Thank you so much. It's an amazing achievement. It's not our family, it's the entire community, the town of Brighton, the city of Rochester, the whole county. Everyone's been behind this whole thing now for almost 7 years. But more importantly, I mean, I don't think everyone understands the politics involved, and the staff that was here yesterday night, the day before they opened, and they didn't know if they were going to open today with all the things going on in the news, as you know. And it was such a relief for them to be able to come in this morning and open up. And they said it was one of the biggest openings they've had of a Whole Foods in the United States. I think the publicity has been great, and everyone's just really happy for everything.
And I heard your dad speaking earlier about his restaurant that used to be here. You know, what's it like for you to see this in its place? You know, I also heard him mention that some of the staff at the restaurant actually work here. Just tell me what this is like for you guys.
Absolutely. It's very emotional because we're standing where Mario's Via Bruzza used to be, where our family, myself, my father, my mother, we worked here for 20 years, bussing tables and cooking food for years. And a lot of the staff members and the team that we had here working at Mario's is now working at Whole Foods. We've got guys that are managers here now, and it's surreal to see such a change. And I know, again, with the politics going back and forth, but on Monroe Avenue, to see this kind of growth in Monroe County and Rochester, to put us on the map with some great stores, it's a monumental achievement for everybody involved.
It's sort of continuing the family business then in a way too. You know, if you bring the staff that you guys have probably worked with for a very long time, now seeing them here, that's awesome.
It is great. It's great to see the employment numbers going up. It's great to see everyone happy. And this is a great employer. There's a lot of great employers in Rochester, and it's great to have one more here. And it warms my heart to know that these team members that became part of our family are part of another family that really cares and loves them and has a passion for making sure that they're happy and they're taken care of. So that's probably the best part of the whole thing, is to see that employment and the teams go forward.
And, you know, this project was, again, in court last night, late 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. You know, the store was opening less than 24 hours later. You know, was that stressful for you guys not you really didn't know until after that the store was going to be able to open.
Right. It was stressful for everybody, especially the team members who didn't know if they were going to have to come to work the next morning. We knew, there's a 99.9 chance that there's no way they were going to keep them from opening, but you never know. You never know, and I think that's a little bit of a stress. I've dealt with stress my whole life, and we're okay with it, and everyone has, but for the team members, I can't say enough about the energy that everyone here has brought, not knowing if there was going to be something that was going to stop them from opening, and the fact that they were able to move forward was it was a bright star for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to look around the store much this morning or leading up to today, but any favorite part of the store that you want people to know about?
I tell you, the best part about it is we're all trying to be healthier these days, and what I didn't know until a couple years ago was Whole Foods, they're very strict about what products they bring in. So there's things like, red dye number 6, and preservatives, GMOs, even sugar, what's the regular sugar they call, we're not supposed to have corn syrup. There's no corn syrup here, so you can't buy a Snickers bar, but you can buy a bar that tastes like it that's really healthy. So it doesn't matter what you buy, it's healthy for you. And the prepared area, we'll be coming here for lunch a lot more, and it's just great to have more choices. And they've done a great job with the presentations.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff to try. Thank you, Danny, and congratulations to your family. Like Danny said, so many cool new things. I just noticed, you can't see it, but over there you can squeeze your own orange and grapefruit juice. So lots of fun things to try here. The store is open until 9 tonight if you want to come out and be part of this grand opening. Sam?
Carla, does it have to be oranges, or can I bring anything to be squoze in that thing?
It says orange. It says, I'll show you actually if you have some time.
I have a second. Yeah.
Orange and grapefruit.
Okay, so I can't just put like sausages in there and get like juice out of it.
I've never seen this. I mean, it can't get much fresher than that.
No, it doesn't.
I wouldn't recommend that.
It doesn't. Carla, fabulous work.
Maybe do that in your own kitchen.
Fabulous work today. Really appreciate you.